Good morning students. In the previous session we have completed practice set 17. Now today we'll start with practice set 18. Before that we'll start with one definition. Lesson number 4, angles and pairs of angles. Now the definition, that is opposite rays. What is the definition for opposite rays? The two rays which have a common origin and forms a straight line are said to be opposite rays. So this is the definition for opposite rays. Two rays which have a common origin and form a straight line, they are said to be opposite rays. So as you can see here, they have a common origin and form a straight line, so they are said to be opposite rays. So the two rays which have a common origin and form a straight line are said to be opposite rays. Now we'll see one example. Yes, as you can see here, this is one example. Now you will write down the names of opposite rays. Now what is the definition? The two rays which is having common origin and form a straight line, so they are called as opposite rays. Now we'll write down the name of the opposite rays from this figure. So the first one is ray PL, this one, and ray PM. Yes, they are opposite rays, ray PL and ray PM. Why? Because they have a common origin, that is P, and form a straight line, and they form a straight line. As you can see here, they are forming a straight line, so they are opposite rays. So this is the first pair we are written, ray PL and ray PM. Yes, now the second one. Yes, one more opposite ray, that is ray PN. As you can see here, this is ray PN and ray PT. Correct? They are opposite rays. Why? Because they are having one common origin, that is point P, and they are forming a straight line, so they are opposite rays, ray PN and ray PT. So here we are written the pairs, the two pairs of opposite rays. The first one is ray PL and ray PM, this one. Okay, ray PL and ray PM, as they have a common origin, that is point P, and they are forming a straight line. Then the second one which we are written, that is ray PN and ray PT. They are having one common origin, that is point P, and they are forming a straight line. So these are the opposite rays. I hope you are clear with the definition. Okay, now we'll see one more example. Yes, as you can see here, one more example, that is ZX and ZY are the opposite rays. See here, this ZY and ZX are the opposite rays. Why? Because they are having one common origin, that is point Z, and they are forming a straight line, so they are opposite rays. So this is the example of opposite rays. Okay, which two rays are opposite? ZX, ray ZX and ray ZY are the opposite rays. I hope you are clear with the definition. Okay, what is the definition for opposite rays? The two rays which is having one common origin and they are forming a straight line, so they are known as opposite rays. Now we'll start with practice set 18. As you can see here, practice set 18, question number 1. Name the pairs of opposite rays in the figure alongside. Okay, the figure is given. You will write down the name of opposite rays. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the figure. From this figure you will write down the name of opposite rays, the pairs of opposite rays. Okay, so there are two pairs of opposite rays. This example we have seen here before also. With the definition we have seen this example. Again we will write down, the answer is ray. See, this is the common origin, that is point P. So which are the two rays? Ray PL and ray PM, opposite to each other. Yes, why? Because they are having one common origin, that is point P, and they are forming a straight line. So this is the first pair of opposite rays, and the second one is ray PN opposite to ray PT. Correct? So we are written the two pairs, that is first one is ray PL and ray PM. Correct? Then the second one is ray PT and ray PN. I hope you are clear with this. So we are written the name of the pairs of opposite rays from the figure. Okay, and the definition is that the two rays which is having a common origin and they are forming a straight line, so they are known as opposite rays. Okay, now we'll move to the second question. Now question number 2, are the ray PM and PT are opposite rays? Now from the figure you will identify whether the ray PM and PT are opposite rays. So now we'll see. Okay, this is PM as you can see, and this is PT. Are they opposite rays? Give reason for your answer. So they are opposite rays? No, they are not opposite rays. Why? Because they are not forming a straight line. Okay, as you can see here, they are having a common origin, that is point P, but they are not forming a straight line. Yes, in the definition we are seeing that they should have a common origin and they are forming a straight line. So here they are having a common origin P, but they are not forming a straight line. So ray PM and PT are not opposite rays as they are not forming a straight line. So this is the answer. I hope you are clear with the answer. So in the answer what you will write down? Okay, you will write down no, they are not opposite rays, because you will write down reason also, because in the question they asked give reason for your answer. So because they are not forming straight line. Okay, suppose one more, if they will ask are the ray PN and PL are opposite rays? See this one, PN and PL are opposite rays? No, they are also not opposite rays because they are not forming a straight line. Okay, and what about ray PN and ray PT? Are they opposite rays? See this ray PN and ray PT. Are they opposite rays? Yes, they are opposite rays because they are having one common vertex, that is point P, and they are forming a straight line. So they are opposite rays. So I hope you are clear with question number 1 and 2. Okay, so we have completed practice set 18. Now we'll start with practice set 19. Before that we will see one definition. Angles in a linear pair. Angles which have a common arm and whose other arms form a straight line are said to be angles in a linear pair. So as you can see here in this figure, angle PQR and angle SQR, they are having one common arm, that is QR. This arc is common, and the other arms form a straight line, that is the other arm, that is QP and QS. They are forming a straight line. So they are said to be angles in a linear pair. So these are the angles in a linear pair. Angle PQR and angle SQR are the angles in a linear pair. Why? Because they are having one common arm and the other arms are forming a straight line. Angles in a linear pair are supplementary angles. The angles in a linear pair are supplementary angles. Yes, what is the measure of supplementary angles? That is 180 degrees. So angles in a linear pair measures 180 degree. I hope you are clear with the definition. What is the meaning or what is the definition for angles in a linear pair? Angles which have a common arm and whose other arms form a straight line are said to be angles in a linear pair. So this is the example. and angles in a linear pair are supplementary angles. I hope you are clear with this. Now we'll start with practice set 19. So this is practice set 19, question number 1. Draw the pairs of angles as described below. If that is not possible, say why. Now draw the pairs of angles. You will draw the pairs of angles as described below in the question, and if it is not possible, you will write down the reason. Okay, the first question is complementary angles that are not adjacent. Now we will draw the complementary angles. Yes, all of you are knowing the definition of complementary angles. The measure or the sum of the measure of two angles. If it is 90 degree, then they are known as complementary angles. Complementary angles that are not adjacent. Yes, now we'll draw the complementary angles which are not adjacent. So this is the answer. As you can see here, I had drawn here two angles. The first angle is of 15 degree, as you can see here, and the second angle is of 75 degree. Yes, 75 plus 15, that is 90 degrees. So these are the two angles. They are the pair of complementary angles, and they are not adjacent. As you can see, they are drawn separately. They are not adjacent and they are complementary angles. So complementary angles that are not adjacent, you will draw separate two angles whose sum is equal to 90 degree. So you can take any measures. You can draw 50 degree and the 40 degree angle. 50 plus 40, that is 90 degree, correct. Or you can take 60 degree and 30 degree, that is 90 degree. So any two angles you will draw whose sum is equal to 90 degree, and you will draw directly as they are not adjacent. I hope you remember the definition of adjacent angles. Yes, what is the definition for adjacent angles? The two angles which have a common vertex, common arm and separate interiors are said to be adjacent angles. So while drawing the complementary angles, you will see to it that they should not be adjacent. Yes, they will draw separately. So this is the first answer. You will draw complementary angles that are not adjacent. So you will draw the two angles whose sum is equal to 90 degrees. So you can take any measures. Okay, I hope you are clear with the first answer. Now we'll move to the second question. Yes, as you can see here, question number 2, angles in a linear pair which are not supplementary. So this is possible. You can draw the angles in a linear pair which are not supplementary. No. Why? Because the definition of angles in a linear pair is what? They are supplementary. Yes, angles in a linear pair, or they are always supplementary angles. Yes, their measure is equal to 180 degrees. So this is not possible. You will not draw the angles in a linear pair which are not supplementary. So in the answer you will write down the reason, that is the angles in a linear pair are always supplementary, so it is not possible. So this is the answer. Okay, I hope you are clear with the second answer. What is the question? Angles in a linear pair which are not supplementary. You will draw the angles in a linear pair which are not supplementary, but it is not possible because angles in a linear pair are always supplementary, so it is not possible. Okay, I hope you are clear with the second answer. Now we'll move to the third sum. Yes, this is the third one. Question number 3, complementary angles that do not form a linear pair. Yes, what is the measure of complementary angles? That is 90 degree. So that do not form a linear pair. Okay, so complementary angles measures 90 degrees, so they do not form a linear pair, that we know. Okay, so you will draw the pairs of complementary angles, means whose sum is equal to 90 degree. Any measures you can take. Either you can draw the angle of 75 degree and 15 degree. As you can see here in this, I have drawn 40 degree and 50 degree. 40 degree plus 50 degree is equal to 90 degrees. So they are the complementary angles and that do not form a linear pair. Okay, they are not forming a linear pair. Okay, I hope you are clear with this. So in the answer you will write down complementary angles measure 90 degree. So they do not form a linear pair. Okay, angles in a linear pair always supplementary. Okay, they are forming their measure is equal to 180 degree, but here we are drawn complementary angles, so they do not form a linear pair. So in the answer you will write down reason also. Okay, and you will draw the two angles whose sum is equal to 90 degree, as they asked to draw complementary angles. Okay, you can take any other measures too. I have drawn here 40 degree and 50 degree. You will take the other measures whose sum is equal to 90 degree. So this is the third answer. Now we'll move to the next sum, that is question number 4. Fourth one, adjacent angles which are not in a linear pair. Now you will draw the adjacent angles. Yes, what is the definition for adjacent angles? The two angles which is having common vertex, common arm and separate interiors. Okay, so they are known as adjacent angles and which are not in a linear pair. Okay, linear pair angles, they measures 180 degrees. So you will draw adjacent angles which are not in a linear pair. Now as you can see here, I have drawn here one figure. They are adjacent angles. Angle PSQ adjacent to angle QSR. Okay, these are the two adjacent angles and which are not in a linear pair. They are not in a linear pair. Why? Because they are not measure 180 degree. They are not supplementary angles. Okay, so this is the answer. These are the adjacent angles, that is angle PSQ and angle QSR are adjacent angles and which are not in a linear pair. They are not in a linear pair. Yes, what is the definition of angles in a linear pair? Angles in a linear pair, they are having a common arm and the other arms are forming a straight line. So as you can see here, these are the two angles here, angle PSQ and angle QSR. They are having a common arm, one common arm, that is QS, but the other arms are not forming a straight line, so they are not in a linear pair. Okay, so this is the answer. These are the adjacent angles which are not in a linear pair. Okay, I hope you are clear with question number 4. Now we'll move to the next question, that is question number 5. Okay, angles which are neither complementary nor adjacent. Now you will draw the angles which are neither complementary nor adjacent. Means the two separate angles, because they should not be adjacent. Adjacent angles are having a common arm and common vertex. So you will draw the separate angles and they are neither complementary, means their sum is not equal to 90 degrees. So you will draw two separate angles whose sum is lesser than 90 degree. Okay, so you will take any two measures, that is 50 degree. See, as you can see here in the answer, I had drawn 50 degree and 30 degree. 50 plus 30 is 80 degree. Yes, so they are neither complementary, means their sum is not equal to 90 degree, and they are not adjacent. They are, now as you can see here, they are not adjacent. Why? Because they are separate. Their origin is not common. They don't have common origin and they don't have common arms. So they are not adjacent and their sum is equal to 80 degrees. So they are not complementary angles. So here this is the answer. Angles which are neither complementary nor adjacent. So you will draw two separate angles whose sum should not be equal to 90 degree and they should not be adjacent angles. You will draw the two angles separately. Then you can take any other measures too. You can draw 40 degree and 20 degree. That is 40 plus 20, that is 60 degrees. So they are not complementary and not adjacent, as we have drawn it separately. Okay, so this is the fifth answer. I hope we are clear with this. Yes. Now the last, that is sixth one. Angles in a linear pair which are complementary. Angles in a linear pair which are complementary. So angles in a linear pair are angles in a linear pair measures 180 degree and complementary angles we know, that is 90 degree. So this is possible? No. So in the answer you will write down angles in a linear pair measures 180 degree. So they are not complementary. As we have seen in the angles in a linear pair, angles in a linear pair are always supplementary angles, correct? So angles in a linear pair measures 180 degree. So they are not complementary angles. So this is the sixth answer. Where it is not possible to draw the figure, you will write down the reason behind that. Okay, So this is the answer. Angles in a linear pair measures 180 degree. So they are not complementary angles. I hope you are clear till here. So here we have completed practice set 19. So today we have completed practice set 18 and practice set 19. Practice set 18 we have solved two sums based on opposite rays, and we have completed practice set 19. So what we learned today, we will revise once again the definitions. That is practice set 18, which is based on opposite rays. What is the definition of opposite rays? The two rays which have a common origin and form a straight line are said to be opposite rays. The two rays which have a common origin and form a straight line are said to be opposite rays. Then the next one, that is angles in a linear pair. So what is the definition for angles in a linear pair? Angles which have a common arm and whose other arms form a straight line are said to be angles in a linear pair. So angles which have a common arm and the other arms form a straight line are said to be angles in a linear pair. And angles in a linear pair are always supplementary angles because they measures 180 degree. Okay, so I hope you are clear with all the concepts. Okay, so that's all for today. In the next session we will start with the next practice set. Okay, thank you so much.